Optimus coming back at y'all today with another video, and this time we're going to be doing a Jujutsu Kaisen episode review. Now I mentioned before in my slightly not too great Jujutsu Kaisen anime review, but it was still good enough. I just don't like how I didn't really have too much to talk about and mention in that video, and plus it got a little dragged out. But anyway, moving on from that, I did mention how I was going to be talking about the episodes on a weekly basis, so I'm going to be getting started on that now and going straight into it. The episode starts out with Miwai looking completely confused and dumbfounded, looking like a complete moron right after she got her sword taken from her by my girl Maki, and you know, she's lost at this point. And then after that, she picks up her phone. She thinks she's about to be talking to Mekamaru, and it's that kid who be speaking in Japanese food tongues. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna be calling him. That kid who speaks in Japanese food tongues until I memorize his name. Y'all already know who I'm talking about. He called her, sniped her, and said sleep. She falls out and goes to sleep. So that's a scary ability, man. Could you imagine having a technique like that? you tell somebody to do something, they do it. That's pretty similar to Lelouch's Gios, but done differently. But anyway, moving on from that, Meme sucks. Wait, not Meme, Miwai. We don't know what Meme can do yet. Yeah, the chick who's kind of like watching the kids. Not Meme, Miwai, chick with light blue hair. If you're a Miwai fan, sorry to tell you, but Miwai sucks, man. So moving on from her, she's just a hot mess. So going straight into it, the main focus of the episode was my boy Megumi finally getting the spotlight he deserves, finally going straight into him, and us kind of learning about him a little bit more. We learned that he used to be part of the Zenin clan. Don't think that we knew that prior to this episode. We also find out that Megumi's also gotten a new, shadow added to his already pretty impressive arsenal of Shikigami shadows, since, Shikigami sorcerer. So you already know that he's going to be on his grind when it comes to learning more shadows to summon. So he's got a new one, and it's like this pink elephant. I was expecting the elephant to look a little more cooler and a little bit more bigger, man. I mean, I was, I'm pretty impressed that he can learn these at such a quick rate, but I was expecting something a little more cooler looking and less fruity. So moving on from my biased taste. Going straight into my man Megumi. Basically we start to get a little bit more insight in his psyche. We know that he has a strong, heavy reliance on his moral compass. He doesn't really care if he's right or wrong. He said, I mainly rely on my good conscience and go from there. And, that could be, that could maybe be something that gets him into trouble later on in the future, because what if your good conscience is wrong? I mean, I'm just saying. But moving on from that, I don't know anything what happened in the manga. I'm an anime only. So yeah, so going on into this dude right here that we got introduced to him before this episode, Noritoshi. We kind of get a little bit of an insight into his backstory. I kind of saw him as a snarky guy with closed eyes. And we get into him. He says that I'm not killing Yuji because the old man wants to. The old man being Yoshinobis, the guy who wants to kill Yuji. Oh no, I'm killing Yuji because I want to. That's basically what he's saying. And he's doing it because he wants to act as the the next Zenin clan leader. Because I think from what I remember, he's he's next in line to be the new Zenin clan leader. From what I remember, I believe I'm getting that right. I didn't really look too into him, but I still, remember quite a few things from his character. His flashback being, something that was a bit of a highlight for this episode. We find out that his mother used to be, a woman who knew her way around. So, moving on from that, and she was kind of shamed for it, and back then, we kind of see him as a kid, kind of questioning why are they so mean to my mom, something like that. And then, flash forward, and he's kind of questioning, why do you shame her but not me? And I remember hearing from possible Zenin clan leaders that they want him to be the next leader because he has a specific special technique that is going to benefit them in the future. So, he's kind of acting as, the next successor to the Zenin clan and being their leader. So, okay, I thought that was kind of interesting. He kind of has this destiny kind of forced on him from what I remember. And he also pointed out that him and Megami are the same. And Megami's like, dude, no, we ain't the same, man. Like, what is this guy talking about? He's getting kind of, he's saying something scary right now. Megami kind of had this, aloof expression on his face, as he always is. But, that's our boy, man. So, moving on from Mr. Deuteragonist himself, Megami. And, we got one more thing. We got a fight between those two. And I am interested in this rivalry between Megami and Noritoshi to develop more and more. It seems like they do kind of have a chemistry with each other when it comes to having a hardcore rivalry with each other. It doesn't seem like out of spite and malice because, Noritoshi, he did compliment Megami, and Megami was kind of like, bro, what are you doing? Why do you keep getting on this whole, complimentary basis, something like that. And, Noritoshi at one point did say, oh yeah, impressive. Shikigami types like yourself aren't really that good at hand-to-hand combat, so I'm surprised you're able to throw hands with me, man. That's kind of what Noritoshi was saying. So, throughout the fight, he's kind of complimenting Megami because he may see himself in Megami, something like that. And we kind of see his blood manipulation ability. Megami, he kind of points out, yo, dog, you doping, man. What? And then Noritoshi, he kind of says, I would definitely appreciate it if you don't use a layman term such as that. I ain't doping, dude. So, yeah, that's Noritoshi kind of, trying to cover up the fact that he, in fact, is doping to make himself stronger. But it seems like blood manipulation is a genuine technique that he has. So I enjoyed that part of the episode. Definitely something that I looked forward to when I saw it in the preview last week. So, yeah, man, that's all I got to say about that part of the episode. And now we're going to go into the little bits and the little crispy bits within the episode that weren't too highlighted, except for this part, which I'll save for later. We know that Yoshinobu's Master Roshi / Genryu Side 2.0 himself. This guy. We know he's sort of the reason as to why, the higher-ups at Jujutsu Tech want to kill Yuji because, he's got Sukuna inside of him. And they ain't having it. They ain't trying to kill Yuji now. So one of his little Tom and Jerry plans right over here that completely fails. He has this little first class curse or whatever. It doesn't matter. It gets killed later on in the episode. And he tried to, keep Noritoshi in on this. Hey man, like I got a plan to take out Yuji. And he tries to use that little curse to like kill Yuji. Whatever, who cares? Like I said before, the thing gets killed by this bigger curse that, nobody expected to show up. She kind of came out of nowhere. Like this Mother Nature curse. And it's like, wait a minute, what? So, my theory is she comes from humanity's fear of nature? Like, is that where she came from? Like, that's what I'm curious about, because it kind of goes back to that whole Mount Fuji curse that I was talking about before. And that's the dude that Gojo was smacking around. That was a very popular fight in the season. So she shows up, and we see the kid, who speaks in Japanese ingredients tongues. We see him. He's kind of like by himself in the forest. He's holding on to his zipper, like he's waiting. He's like, hold on, I heard something. What's going on? Because he saw that, first class curse that Yoshinobu was going to sick on our boy Yuji, and he saw that thing get killed by the Mother Nature curse. And she's kind of creeping around the tree. And when I first saw that, what the heck? Because there was no music playing, so it kind of threw me off. And I saw her in the opening, and to be honest, I kind of assumed her gender and thought that was a man because the body type. But whatever, that's a female. Okay, whatever. Pardon me. So moving on from that. So the main highlight, the real main highlight of the episode that definitely threw a curveball at me was the Mother Nature curse. You know, she wants to kill all these Jujutsu sorcerers and have them be reborn as sages, whatever that means. When you know, Fushiguro and Noritoshi got their fight interrupted, and you know, the kid who speaks in Japanese ingredients tongues, those three were kind of working together. And there was one part where you know, Fushiguro was planning on calling Gojo, and he was like, okay, we got to hit up Gojo. Wait a minute, man, this might be too much. And then after that, the Mother Nature curse comes over there and smacks the phone out of Gojo, you know, not Gojo, Fushiguro Megami's hand, and it's like, wait a minute, what? What's going on? So there's that part right there, and then afterwards we see them, the three characters, kind of like attacking her. We see Noritoshi uses his blood manipulation, and Megami, you know, I'm just gonna call Fushiguro Megami, even though Megami is, you know, kind of a feminine name. But yeah, anyway, moving on from that, Megami, he kind of attacks with his blade, and there was this one little part where Noritoshi was like, wait a minute, what? How long was he keeping that katana? So yeah, that kind of makes you wonder, how many weapons does Megami have on him, man? But anyway, that's a side point right there. Oh yeah, and by the way, my top 3 favorite characters in Jujutsu Kaisen are Nanami, Gojo, and Megami. And my 4th favorite character is Sukuna. But anyway, that's, you know, that's another thing besides the point. So moving on from that right there, yeah, they're kind of attacking the Mother Nature curse, you know, fighting her, and she says, hey, stop attacking me. Enough, you foolish children, something like that. And she's kind of speaking in this weird demonic curse language. And Fushiguro is like, wait a minute, I can hear that crap, but I can kind of make out what she's saying. Oddly enough, there's just a lot about Megami that I feel like we just don't know. This is so much about this man that we don't know. Anyway, for some reason, I think it's only him who can hear it. He made out what she was saying, and it goes back to what I said before. She said, I want to kill y'all and have you reborn as sages, something like that. And you know, she's kind of praising the earth and whatever, because she's literally Mother Nature. You know, that's what she is. And my theory is like, does she like come from the fear of you know, humanity's fear of Mother Nature? I don't know, kind of a head scratcher, but yeah, I think I could be right on that. So moving on from that part right there, also our boy Mahito, the living embodiment of hate and negativity, he showed up. He showed up with this new guy who's kind of like talking about, oh man, I'm trying to get me a new coat from Iraq, and that makes you wonder, what the world is he talking about? Because there was one part of the episode where Otahime, that girl that Gojo won't stop messing with, Otahime, who you know, she kind of has the same exact outfit as Kyukyo from Inuyasha. I'm pretty sure y'all who've watched Inuyasha have noticed that. But anyway, yeah, our boy Gojo, Otahime, and you know, Yoshinubis, old man Yoshinubis, Master Roshi, Genryusai 2.0. The three of them are going outside, and they see this long, giant barrier surrounding the, you know, the campus, the area where they're, you know, doing their exchange event. And then afterwards, we see that, you know, Gojo can't exactly enter through that barrier. Excuse me. I gotta burp at least once in these videos. Y'all know that. So, yeah, I might make t-shirts off that one day. No, I'm just playing. So, moving on from that. Gojo, he, you know, he's, looking through the barrier. He can't go through it. Otahime is like, okay, but I can go through it. And, Yoshinubis can also go through it as well. The old man. And, this, you know, this whole barrier is so broken to the point to where Gojo can't even go through it. And specifically, he can't go through it. And we know that Mahito and this new guy, you know, Coat Rack Man, that's who I'm calling him, the kind of tan-skinned dude with the axe. He's, you know, he's talking about, hey, wait a minute, you're not Yuji. Like, he's talking about Otahime and Yoshinubis. And he's like, man, I ain't even trying to stud y'all, but, you know, he wants to kill Otahime because, you know, he wanted to kill the woman, but Yoshinubis said, nah, you go on ahead, I got this. And then Yoshinubis, he kind of pulls out this guitar. I'm like, wait a minute, what? So let me get this straight. At the ending of opening 2, was that supposed to be, Yoshinobu's? Like the person playing the guitar at the end of opening 2? I don't know, man. It's weird. But anyway, moving on from that, just to keep this video from dragging on. Yeah, we get that part right there, so we know we about to get a fight with Yoshinobis. I'm very curious to see how he fights next week. I'm looking forward to that. Unfortunately, I don't think Goat Joe isn't gonna get the fight, man. Like, because Mahito probably knows how badly he would get laid up in a fight with Gojo, because if he got his tail smacked by Nanami and Yuji, that means that he ain't beating no Gojo. So I mean, we know what Gojo can do. So yeah, and that's broken and annoying, but it is what it is. Gojo probably ain't gonna get the fight unless Mahito and that that new guy Korak man, unless those two come out towards Gojo and fight him, which I don't think that'll happen. So anyway, moving on from that. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the episode. I would definitely I would give it like a 8 out of 10. It was good. It was definitely a fun episode. It was enjoyable. I liked finally getting something for Megami, about time, and kind of learning more about him, because y'all already knew how thirsty I was to learn more about Megami, and that came out wrong. How hungry I was to learn more about Megami. Like, it's just ridiculous. And yeah, that's about all I gotta say. Yuji, he's not really coming into play just yet. He's kind of, on the down low as of right now. So he's still fighting Tojo. I believe that was that guy's name that he's fighting. So yeah, that's about it. That's all I gotta say about the episode. And subscribe, hit the notifications bell for many, many more videos if you choose to. I'll see y'all boys and girls next time. Peace. Geek Hustlers out.